Hi folks, this is SEAR, also known as Symphonically Enhanced Antigrav Racing. This is a racing game based around music. The song doesn't loop or repeat in any way, the song is just a song by an artist. The goal is simply to move through the level and try and secure first place in a race against AI, and later on other players. The length and vibe of the music is what determines the approach to level design in SEAR. Enter phase synchronous gameplay. After each section of a song, say a segment, a musical phrase, or a section like a verse or chorus, the phase changes and the world and race that you're partaking in changes with it, which adds a lot of dynamism to the gameplay. As the project's sound designer and technical sound designer, I was responsible for designing and implementing a variety of gameplay-driven audio systems in native Unreal Engine 5 and MetaSounds.
Welcome to SEAR. Let's cover the basics.
Before we dive in, a quick disclaimer. The project is still in active development, so much of the audio you'll hear consists of placeholder sound effects used for prototyping, what we're internally referring to as L1 and L2 quality assets.
Here we go. I'll show you the rest.
SEAR features tone match sound effects. For our beat drift boost mechanic, a tonal pulse plays on every beat whenever the player enters a drift. Rather than using pre-rendered assets, this tone is generated in MetaSound and dynamically matches the key and scale of the current music track. In our core blueprint manager, we first determine the song's root key and store it as an integer value. Using a float array called key to root MIDI, we map that value to its corresponding MIDI note. We then convert the MIDI note into a frequency, which drives the sine wave oscillator you can see here. Although the vehicle engine plays a relatively subtle role in SEAR's soundscape, there are moments when the music pulls back and the engine becomes more exposed in the mix. Because of this, I wanted it to retain a sense of motion and evolve dynamically with the vehicle's speed. Following some advice from my friend and technical sound designer Avishai Caravan, who is awesome by the way, I introduced additional modulation by driving speed ratio into the MetaSound graph's LFO depth, which controls the tremolo-like volume modulation. The system crossfades between 4 engine loops generated in phase plant, each representing a different speed range. A single speed ratio parameter controls both the crossfades and modulation, creating an engine sound that feels responsive to gameplay and continuously evolves as the vehicle accelerates.